Hey everyone, it's Nicole Mitchell again. And tonight I wanted to share with you a little bit more what I learned during my time in Haiti. I have a bunch of ideas I want to share with you guys, and life has been crazy since I've been back, and so I'm a little delayed, but I'm excited to share this with you. So, as you guys know from either my blog post or my Facebook postings, I have been on many humanitarian trips, mission trips, and this was the first trip I've been on that was done so well and didn't have the negative impact that I think a lot of mission trips can have, including the ones I have been on. And so one thing I learned from the people who worked down there, lived down there, and shared with us, and this is about mission trips, is just something as simple as not to wear matching t-shirts when you go on these trips. And one of the main reasons is because when, say, a large group of Americans land in Haiti and they're all wearing matching t-shirts, it's oftentimes a symbol that it's their first time in that country. Maybe not for everyone, but probably for most of those people. And what that can symbolize to other people is like, these are people with money. These are people who can afford to travel and visit other countries. And Haitians are really beautiful people and really hardworking people, but extreme poverty and desperate situations can call for desperate measures. And so it just can make some people more an easier target when it might be your first time in the country and you're naive or ignorant and you have money on you or who knows what. So that's one reason why it's a good idea to not wear matching t-shirts on these trips. Another reason why is that unbeknownst to a lot of these Americans, and I'm just referring to Americans because that's the country I live in, is that they can have the savior complex, and that's often shown on their t-shirts. So some t-shirts will say, hope for Haiti. And that might seem sweet and innocent enough, but when you think about it, it's implying that Haiti is hopeless, that we, the Americans, are bringing hope to you because you need it. And of course, Haiti has had a lot of trauma over the years, just from natural disasters and the rate of poverty and the lack of jobs. Like, there is a lot that needs to be fixed in Haiti from the ground up, but we don't do the saving, right? We don't do all the fixing. We aren't the saviors. Like, we are called to be partners, to listen to them and to empower and equip their leaders. And when you visit these different countries that have experienced natural disasters on a regular basis or have extreme poverty, what I have found on my many trips is that these people love Jesus more than I think I will ever be able to. They depend on Jesus more than I will probably ever have to depend on him. And yet we go thinking they need to be saved, or they need to know Jesus, or they need to love him better, or whatever, when in fact it's the opposite. If anything, we have so much to learn from them, and just about everything, about perseverance, about having hope when there is so much despair, when there is so much darkness, and when there is so much damage from natural disasters or from extreme poverty. From raising families to being a community who look out for each other and for each other's kids. We have so much to learn from them. And that is something like being with Trades of Hope has taught me, is that as business partners, we're exactly that. We're business partners, right? We're not saviors. We're not the rescuers. We come to them and we find out what they need. And the number one thing these Haitians need, for example, is a job. As one Haitian woman said in a video, she said, "Don't give me rice and beans, give me a job so I can provide my own rice and beans, so I can feed my babies, and so I can hire other women who can then provide for their families." Right? The idea of like, you can either catch a fish for someone or you can teach someone to fish for themselves. And by giving them a job, you're equipping them to be their own providers, to be the heroes of their own stories. And so that was just one thing. One takeaway I learned on this trip is don't wear matching t-shirts. Don't make yourself an obvious target for being a newcomer, a newbie with probably lots of money on you. And whatever clothing you wear, and especially if you're wearing a shirt in another country that's for that country, to make sure it's not a message that conveys a white savior complex, or if not white, just even a savior complex. To kind of have the humility to know that these people in other countries and other ways of life have so much to teach us, and to put ourselves in that learning position. So that's all for now. Thank you guys. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.